Some of the other things that he showed, for example, also spoke to certain children had had birthmarks in particular places. And these were children that had remembered dying, for example, a very painful death, for example, through being shot. And of course, because they were shot, that birthmark they had corresponded to the place they were shot. And then by investigating whether such a person existed who was shot, he would often find that that particular person that this child remembered did exist. And they died in exactly that way, and the child had the corresponding birthmark in this life. Again, it's very, very, very powerful in my opinion, and it's very hard to really understand how such a causal connection could happen, unless it is through some sort of mechanism like the idea of rebirth. But of course, just because there is evidence, or one person has come up with a lot of evidence, does not mean that the scientific community is going to jump onto that and say, yes, this must be true. It takes much more than that. I just want to show that there is some evidence out there. And so the scientific community is, if you like, at least slightly split. There is something also on the side of rebirth. So, what then should our attitude be here? How should we then look at rebirth? There is the negative side, that science doesn't believe in rebirth, and we have to take that seriously. We cannot, as modern people, reject the scientific viewpoint of things. That would be silly to do. Science and Buddhism should, in my opinion, go together as far as possible, unless science itself oversteps the bounds. And if there are certain doctrines in Buddhism which turn out to be wrong, well, okay, then maybe we have to accept that certain things are actually wrong. And maybe these are things which weren't taught by the Buddha in the first place anyway.